In what can be considered a warning to the Ministry of Home Affairs and Commissioner of Police Clifton Hicken, opposition leader Aubrey Norton urged the two parties playing an integral role in an alleged strong case of voter impersonation against the government to desist from tarrying on the matter.
In the letter, we added that the Commission must treat this matter with the greatest possible urgency because of its critical nature to the integrity of elections. The APNU+AFC hereby also puts the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Commission of Police on notice that should they fail to treat the matter with the required urgency and allow the PPP to commandeer and corrupt the process, we will expose and respond accordingly to such attempts.
Norton, during his weekly press conference, reminded of the 5 steps the coalition has asked Chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, retired Justice Claudette Singh, to take in relation to the matter by way of letter on September 20. The steps are that GCOM forwards to the Guyana Police Force and General Register Office all of the information it received from the APNU+AFC in relation to voter impersonation for verification. That GCOM releases the first set of verified reports already in its possession. That GCOM restarts an internal probe into the matter which it aborted in 2020 and publicly release its own findings, and that it addresses the implications of its findings of that probe, and that it publicly communicates the corrective actions it proposes and intends to take to prevent any attempts of voter impersonation in future elections. Subsequently, the chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission on Wednesday last dispatched a series of additional documents indicating instances of alleged voter impersonation carried out during the March 2020 general regional elections to the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Office of the Commissioner of Police for verification. Nonetheless, in a recent interview with Nightly News, opposition-appointed Commissioner Vincent Alexander maintained that the Chief Immigration Officer's response to some of the documents initially sent by GCOM for verification substantiated the coalition's allegations of persons whose votes were cast, but they were either dead or not in Guyana on election day.
In one list of, I think, 300 and something, the Chief Immigration Officer said that 199 were in fact out of the country. In another list of 200 and something, I think he said somewhere in the vicinity of 90 something, on 107 were out of the country. So what you're seeing is that with a list that has names to the amount that our list has, there is the possibility of voter manipulation, what I call substitute voting.
While the alleged elections malpractices were occurring, Norton claims that opposition scrutineers were underground, but agents of the People's Progressive Party were strategic in carrying out these acts.
In PPP strongholds, there were a lot of election operatives who were PPP activists. Right now in this process, they are seeking to put their activists in Virgin Eugene as polling clerks. We will have to battle with that. And what they were doing was not giving people the opportunity to compare the picture with the person.
In his clarion call for the existing voters list to be cleansed, the opposition leader has contended that claims and objections is not the resolution. House-to-house registration is more effective. Timeka Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.